Hey guys, Wild Willie here. This video is going to be about self-defense and home defense. Up until recently, there hasn't been a whole lot that Canadian could do for something to buy for home defense or less lethal home defense. Well, that's until now. So let's talk about it. Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about self-defense, home defense a little bit. I'm very reluctant to talk about this topic. One, I'm not a lawyer. I don't pretend to be. I don't pretend to know all the laws and regulations in this country when it comes to this topic. I know some. My suggestion is to you to read the Charter of Rights, talk to a lawyer, do some research so you can be more informed on this topic as well. When I do my home preparedness courses, that's one of the things people ask about it. But you'd be surprised. How do I buy a gun? Or what can I do? Can I buy pepper spray? So just to answer some of these questions, yes or no, before we get into what I just showed you there. Self-defense and home defense is backwards in Canada. For example, if I'm walking down the street and I have a knife in my pocket, it doesn't matter as long as it's not a switchblade or a gravity-fed knife. I could have a 16-inch blade in my pocket. And if the police pull me over and they ask me what this knife's for, the minute I say for self-defense, for protection, no, it doesn't fly. That's the way the laws are in Canada. Say you teach bushcraft, say you're a professional whittler, say you're professional, you teach blind, armless children how to throw knives at targets, anything. But don't say it's for self-defense or you're screwed. The same thing goes when applying for your firearms license. Once you pass your testing and you apply for your firearms license, the minute you say it's for self-defense, you're not going to get it. That's just the way the laws are, the bureaucracy in Canada is. Getting into self-defense or home defense, that's the number one question security-wise. What can I do? What can I do? I will say this. The laws are this. In Canada, if someone breaks in your home and they're going to do you harm, can you use your gun for self-defense? Can you use your rifle, use your shotgun, use your handgun? The answer is yes, you can. But when you use a firearm, there's a whole lot of bullshit and law and circumstance that they're going to come after you for. The prosecutor's going to try to nail you to the wall because you used a gun to defend yourself. Believe it or not, but that's the way it is in Canada. So, I mean, whether you keep a bat in your closet, a golf club, whatever it may be, when you use a gun, there is a lot of rules and regulations you got to follow. Is it, because they're going to find out how it was properly stored. How did you get it so fast? Did you actively hunt somebody in your house? Did you shoot them when they were trying to escape? You got to prove that your life was in a dire situation or you're screwed. So a firearm is a resort. To me, it's a last resort. But at the same token, I'm not going to worry about the consequences beforehand. I'll worry about them afterhand. That expression, the Bushman's or bushcraft expression, where I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6, that applies here too. I'm going to worry about taking care of things first, and then we'll see how much sympathy or the judge has for me or the jury or whoever when push comes to shove. So, less lethal home defense. This is what we're going to cover today. Now, I'm not going to talk about hurting people or anything else. In Canada, you can't buy pepper spray. You can't buy stun guns, which is just dumb. You can't buy brass knuckles. You can't buy rings with that protrude stuff on. There's no self-defense items that you can buy to protect yourself because having a weapon for self-defense isn't lawful in Canada, supposedly. But it's funny. So I'm going to say it this way. Let's say you live in Ontario. I live here in southern Ontario, in a very built-up metropolis. And I still have a fear that wild grizzlies might come in at 3 o'clock in the morning and try to rob me and take my stuff. So you know what? I can still buy bear spray. Bear spray is a good idea to have in your home if you're not going to have anything else to protect yourself against wild grizzly bears or turkeys or wolves that might break into your house at 3 in the morning or try to rob you. I've seen stuff online of people worried about grizzly bears and wild bears coming into their homes, so they get a water gun and mix it with, just 4 parts rubbing alcohol, 1 part cayenne pepper. It does the same thing. But I'm not here to tell you that. I'm here to look at this specifically. What this is the T4E TR50 Unimax paintball revolver. Anywhere around the world, Europe, the United States, this gun is sold as a less lethal home defense revolver. Here in Canada, it's training for engagement. It is a paintball revolver. So I decided to take up paintball. It's a wonderful toy to play paintball with. It's very powerful. It's 360 feet a second. It's got good stopping power. The CO2 system in here is such where you put the cylinder in and it doesn't activate until you punch this. So that means you could be sitting by your bed, sleeping. You hear a paintballer coming in to get you because the game's going on. It won't activate until you smash this down. You smash this once, the CO2 is activated. A little firing or a live fire button comes out here to let you know that the CO2 is activated, and you can shoot. It's a 6-cylinder system. This gun comes with 6 of these magazines, which are very easy. You slide this open, pop them out. You got pick rails on the top, pick rails on the bottom. You can add whatever you want to it. Now, is this gun powerful and what can it shoot? This gun here is a 50 cal. You can get a 68 cal and I believe a 43 cal version of paintball guns in this. Now, what are you going to shoot out of it? You're going to shoot paintballs, of course. But sometimes I like to practice and I don't want to shoot paintballs. So there's different options out there. The kit usually comes with rubber practice balls. Now, do these solid rubber practice balls hurt if you get hit with them? Oh yeah, they do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put, at the end of me done talking here, have a look. I'm going to post some pictures at the end of this video, and I'm going to put some links, maybe you should watch, of what these and other ammo can do. Unfortunately, I don't have any shots of people getting shot by paintballs or shooting grizzly bears that might break into your home, but I do have videos of humans getting shot with these balls, and it's going to show you the damage they can do. To me, this, hypothetically, if I lived in the States or in Europe where these are sold as a less lethal option, they would be perfect if that's what I was going to use it for. Because here in Canada, you can buy different type of ammunition. You can buy riot balls from Riot Balls Canada, which are steel infused. If you live in the States or you live close to the border, not I'm saying that it's legal in Canada, but you can get pepper balls and a whole lot of different types of ammunition for this firearm. Or not a firearm, paint gun. This isn't classed as a firearm because it doesn't meet the criteria in Canada. Now, the balls I prefer to use when I'm target shooting and waiting for grizzly bears to break into my house and practice are these ones. Not the rubber ones, sorry. These ones. I'll just show you why. They're magnetized. Why are they magnetized? Because they're steel-coated shot. They're steel-rubber mixed shot. When you're firing this gun, you want to look at the ammunition you're using. Are you using a heavier ammunition? Well, that means a slower rate of fire, a less foot per second, but could do more stopping power. So I'm happy, and I've been playing around with it, finding a medium range, something around 3.5, 4 grams each. And these steel rubber balls, which you can buy on Amazon.ca, seem to do the trick. Now, I'm not promoting violence at all, and I'm not saying never point these at anyone, but when push comes to shove, you have to worry about what's best for your family, whether you're going to be attacked by grizzly bears or anything else coming into your home. Doing a lot of research on this gun, watching the stopping power it has, and the abilities this gun does have, I do believe it is a good, less lethal defense tool. You get hit by this, you're going to think twice about continuing your journey forward. And if you got hit, God forbid, got hit in the head with this, I'm thoroughly convinced this could do some serious damage. So I will put the link in the description of where I got this gun. They're very high in demand, it seems to be right now across the U.S. and Europe all of a sudden. I don't know why, but they're having trouble getting them. I will put a link where I got this in Canada. They run around for $100. You can get a whole kit, which comes with like 10 CO2s, 50 rounds, 5 magazines for it, the whole 9 yards. You can get them for under $200. So I'm going to put the link for where I got mine. I will also post some photos at the end of this video here. And also in the description, I will put some other videos that I've never taken, but you can just see for yourself, seeing the power of this gun, the distance it can shoot. There's a video I'll post with accuracy and distance, one with damage, and maybe a couple other ones. But you can see for yourself that for a less lethal item that's not considered a firearm, it's a paintball gun, which that's what I'm going to use it for, it's a good option to keep next to your nightstand here in Canada. Anyways, guys, I'm Wild Willie, and I gotta get trucking. Thanks for listening, and remember, it's not a question if this shit hits the fan, it's a question of when, so always be prepared.